Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Donna from Tarot to do a read for you today, using this die to choose the decks to make the message you need to hear. At the end, we will do 6 cards, Donna's Destiny, and then the all signs. If you're dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with a Taurus, etc. If any card repeats, I will point that out in case it's something you need to hear. If any sign repeats, I will point that out in case that's confirmation of somebody you came here to hear about. I think that's it. If it resonates, if you like it, feel free to hit the like button, and that's it. Let's roll. Alright, 17 is Fairy Tarot. And this is one of those decks that I'm going to admit I struggle a little bit with it because it has it uses seasons for the suits. So it's a little different. And then it has sayings at the bottom. And it's one of the decks also that I reviewed in a playlist called Random. For anybody who's interested in purchasing a new tarot deck, I think there's about 10 different reviews in there, different decks I've done. Alright, so this deck, and what is the spread we're going to do for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, folks? What is the spread? Let's see. First spread is Managing Depression. Ooh, okay, so is there a Libra out there who has been going through depression? I know a lot of people have. Depending on your age, a lot of people have, I think a lot of things have happened since like the 2016 election. Politics started taking over and really stressing people out. Then, the pandemic. That, was a good 2 years, or not good, but, 2 years of people being isolated, and any type of bad behaviors or habits probably had a chance to take root. Then, of course, strained relationships. People maybe broken up, marriages broken up. And then now the current, in the United States, and I think it's all over the world, the current economic downturn has got people probably feeling depressed as well. So let's see, if you've been dealing with the depression, let's take a look and see what's going on. So, and I will say this, if anybody is feeling depressed, do not hesitate to reach out to professional help. Nate from Channel Makers, which is a channel I watched, just did a video today about how he started experiencing depression and he had to seek help. So I know a lot of people I know, a guy I work with, I've even reached out to a therapist because it's all been affecting me too. So it's happening to a lot of people. So if you're going through depression, you are not alone. But here is, let's just go over a read for you. So we're going to use the Fairy Tarot. The first card that's going to color your entire reading is going to be the Three of Spring. That's the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is a card of waiting for your ships to come in, waiting on another person. You're waiting. It's like you're waiting for something, waiting for some things to get better, waiting for things to turn around, waiting to see if somebody's going to reach out to you. So it's a card of non-action. So a lot of times if you feel like you're almost like paralyzed with anxiety, it can cause you to not be able to take action. So Three of Spring is in the first card out of the gate. And that is in the position of card to represent your depression. Okay, yeah. Your depression could be because you are feeling like you're in a waiting mode, waiting for things to turn around, to get better, waiting for somebody to get back to you, waiting for money to come in, waiting for, your job to give everybody a raise. I mean, it could be anything. But this represents your depression. Something you need to learn about your depression. Okay, so you get the Strength card. So maybe you're holding back. Maybe you're trying to be strong. I feel like something you need to learn is that you have inner strength. This doesn't come out by accident. So something you need to learn about your depression is your own inner strength. That you have inner strength that you need to be made aware of. But you may need help fortifying it. So an action that you can take to help your depression, the Wheel of Fortune. So this is, I'm going to say it this way. It's letting life unfold naturally and organically. Don't try to be stuck in the past, being afraid of the future. Don't be so anxious for the future that you miss the now. So it's teaching you to live in the now and let the chapters of life unfold organically, and don't be caught up in any one particular area. And let's see what it says. Delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car, or travel. So that's what it says at the bottom of this. This is with the fairy tarot, they always, every card has like a saying at the bottom, you know, a description for that, their version of that card. But an action you could take, I mean, you might need to do a little bit of traveling, and you know what, getting out of your comfort zone might be a really good thing to do. Even if you say, well, you know, I can't afford to travel, or gas is expensive even. Even going to a park and just walking around, somehow getting out and about, getting up and out of the same atmosphere. Like if you're in a, you know, a stagnant atmosphere, get out and about. If you can travel, any type of travel is going to be helpful right now. How you can show yourself more compassion. The Ten of Winter, that's the Ten of Swords. Now, Ten of Swords is a card of being done with something, having an ending of some sort, putting an end to something. So how you can show yourself more compassion, put an end to bad habits and bad behaviors. If you feel like you've been stabbed in the back or betrayed, so this is the card, you know, the Ten of Swords, it's the Ten of Winter. But, you know, this, you know, showing yourself compassion by putting an end to bad habits, bad behaviors. And if you do feel like somebody has stabbed you in the back, put some distance between you and that person. Put an end to their contact with you, their access to you. Anything that makes you feel, you know, betrayed or just stressed to the max. Because, you know, swords are usually thoughts and communication. Well, Ten of Swords is like being done. I don't, you know, it doesn't show it, and it is hard to actually pick up on any type of anything when I look at the fairy tarot, so I just have to go off of the traditional meanings of the cards. Which means I probably will be rehoming this deck. Kristen, if you're watching this, I have another deck for you. In fact, I might take it tomorrow because I gotta go to Utopia tomorrow. Alright, so how you can find joy in life right now is represented by the Princess of Spring. So that is like the Page of Wands. Doing things that you feel passionate about, things that make you happy. I mean, look at this card. Even this card looks happy. You know, it's a happy card. So things that make you feel good, like, and if right now you're having a hard time feeling good about anything, what things in the past made you really happy? Things that just even little things. And I swear to God, even things that seem kind of dumb, like going outside and jumping in a mud puddle. Even as an adult, you might think that's stupid. Why would I do that? But when you were a kid, you did stuff like that and it made you feel good, right? So things that, you know, back in the day made you feel good, that you are feeling kind of ambivalent about right now, try those things again. Try to find, you might be shocked and amazed at how it helps turn around things. A reason to stay strong is the Six of Winter. That's the Six of Wands. This, you know what, I know I did this spread for somebody else and I got this card in the same spot. A reason to stay strong because you're going to move on to calmer waters and happier moments. You're going to get away from chaos. You're going to get away from whatever is stressing you out or making you feel drained. If it's a person, if it's a place, if it's a job, whatever it is, if something or someone is making you feel stressed out and drained, a reason to stay strong is because you're going to be able to get away from that, move on from that. This is the Six of Winter. This is like the Six of Swords. Your ability to move forward, move on from that. On the bottom of the deck is the Prince of Autumn, which is like the Knight of Pentacles. So maybe you feel like things are taking forever to get there. I don't know what those things are, you know, whether it's, you know, a job, a relationship, whatever is going on, or just your financial situation. Maybe it feels like it's taking forever for things to get where you want them to go. But just remember, the Six of Swords, like, you're going to be able to move on to happier times, calmer waters. It just feels like it's taking a long time. but here, things are going to be stable, happy. All right, so let's see. What else do we have for you all? I don't know if this has helped at all. 23 is a Kipper. Okay, so the Kipper deck, which is this deck here. All right, this one. And I'm probably going to be putting on my specs, these, to read because my eyes are tired. I'm doing this after my benefits job at the end of the day. I do 10-hour shifts. I drive 40 minutes to get there to do a 10-hour shift, and I like doing this. So I don't want to give this up. So even though I'm tired, I still want to do this. Oh, and I like the visual. Look at this. Libra, look at the visual. Aw. All right, so it is number 21, and I know I'm going to need my glasses because, yeah, it's all blurry. My eyes are tired. All right, so 21 is... okay, no. Okay, we're not going to freak out. Consanguinity, it's some people feel like family whether they share our blood or not. Friends can even be closer than kin because you're drawn together by common interests and values. Who are those people in your life? Are you giving them enough time and attention? Reach out to your soul sister or brother. Trust them with your innermost hopes and fears. You've been keeping things bottled up inside you for too long. You are not alone. The light messages make close affinity alliances in every realm of your life. And the dark messages don't let closeness turn into codependency. And for whatever reason, I never ever used that word. So I never pronounce it. So I felt like an idiot for half a second, and I was like, I am not gonna trip over my words on camera. And then I was like, I'm not starting this video all over again. I want you to see this one for depression, for who needs it. And consanguinity. I never use that word. I feel like an idiot saying it. I've never felt the need to use that, so I don't know. But if this message has helped anybody, great. Yeah. So let's see what else we have for you. I know that's me being, I don't know. I'm stressed. That's the problem. I'm stressed and tired, and I don't want to. Here, we're not doing the fairy tarot again. All right, so 15 is Mabramig. Okay, so this is really putting me through my paces. Maybe I should take some of the decks out of this, the ones that I don't read often and I'm not super comfortable reading, because I don't want to trip over them in front of you. I don't want you look at me going, does she even know how to read? Because yeah, I'm looking at this, the fairy tarot, my God, it is so hard to get any kind of feeling off of. I know what the Six of Wands is, or Six of Swords is, but this card doesn't look anything like it. And when I look at it, I'm not really getting anything off of this, and that really doesn't help me in a reading, right? So, Mabramig is a cute deck, but some of the cards I have to look twice to see what in the heck that particular card is. Like the, what was it, the Emperor card? Even now, if I see it, I have to look at it for half a second and go, which one is this one? Because it doesn't look like an emperor to me. All right, so Libra. Thank you for your patience, by the way. All right, so let's see. Okay, that's the devil. By the way, when I first went to do this and I started it all over again, the devil was on the bottom of the deck, and it was a spread called Bitch Go Away, because it was gonna be talking about somebody in your life that's a pain in the ass and why are they in your life, and I started just like tripping over. I think I was using the fairy tarot. I don't know, fairy tarot or this one. I can't remember because I started it twice. But the bottom of the deck had the devil card, so it's come up again. So some of you all either have bad habits of your own, or there's somebody in your life that is kind of like a bad habit to you. So if there's somebody in your life that's kind of a devil, well, here's your reading. This is for you. So let's see. What spread is it? Career direction? Okay, so we're using the Mabramig for career direction. This ought to be good. So still not a love read, huh? All right. But I am gonna, if any card repeats, I will point that out in case, like I said, in case there's a sign that you need to hear about. All right, so career direction. For those of you who are thinking about either changing careers or changing your position in your current job. What is a card to describe your career as, you know, as a whole? Well, there's the Six of Winter, Six of Swords. So this is an Aquarius card. And again, it's a card of moving on, away from chaos, drama, anything or anyone that's draining. So a career to describe, you know, a card to describe your career as a whole. It could be a career in which you're always moving things forward and away from, yeah, no, I don't even, how do I get anything off of that? I want clarification because it doesn't make any sense to me. And we have cards that are, okay, no. Ten of Wands. That makes me think travel agent. Okay, traveling. Because Ten of Wands is a Sagittarius card. And look, what are they doing here? They're traveling. So something to do with travel. And it may not be travel agent. And it could be something as simple as somebody out there could, believe it or not, work in a job in which you drive something, pilot something. But something to do with, or you could be a scheduler. You could work at an airport. You could be the person that, you know, schedules flights. I don't know. Air traffic control, who knows. But something to do with travel. That's interesting. All right, so what step do you need to take in next in your career? The Nine of Pentacles. So the next step you need to take is for stability. You need to be stable financially. You need to be stable emotionally, mentally, and financially. You need to be good on your own. This is a card of being single, by the way. For anybody who's doing a relationship reading, this is always the, you know, like if it describes where you need to be or where you're going to be at the end of this. This is like, if you get this, it means you're going to be single at the end of the relationship. All right, so, well, of course, at the end, right? So, let's see. How will you know what's right for you? Well, this is a card of taking a leap of faith. How are you going to know if it's right for you? I don't know. I feel like you're going to feel lighthearted. You're going to feel optimistic, lighthearted. You might feel a tiny bit reckless, but I don't think that's going to be the case. You're just going to feel lighthearted and optimistic because this is the Fool card in the Mabramig. I know it doesn't look anything like the Fool card, but for anybody who's used to like the Rider-Waite deck. But you're going to feel lighthearted and optimistic. You're going to know it's the right career because you're going to feel good. What skills will be required in your career? Well, you might be required to, I wonder if you're going to be, some of you are going to be required to manage money because this is like you holding on, look, pentacles are money usually. You need to be firm in your decisions too, by the way. You need to be, like, make a decision and stick with it. But see how, like, holding on to the pentacles, holding on to the money. So, you know, what skills you're going to need, the skills you're going to need to have are ones in which you're going to be able to hold on to the finances, hold on to the money, and then make decisions and then hold tight to that decision and stay firm with it. Something that you can do to jumpstart your career, put yourself out there. You get the Six of Wands. Jumpstart your career by putting yourself out there. Apply. I mean, you know, look and see what's out there. And then, you know, put your resume online for those of you who are going that route. For those of you who aren't doing the resume route, knock on doors, you know, go to different businesses, you know, if it's a storefront type business, if it's an online business, just apply, put yourself out there. At the bottom of the deck, you get the Seven of Pentacles. I just realized, I looked down and went, wait, we've been doing this for longer than 8 minutes. I forgot I had to restart it because I was having a panic attack moment. All right, so Seven of Pentacles, it's you looking over, you know, how far you've come, you know, looking and seeing if the job is worth it, if your current job is worth it, or career, if a different position, different job or career is worth it. But this is you looking things over and deciding if it's worth it and seeing how far you've come, you know, what you've achieved so far and what skills you have. All right, so I'm going to do one more and then we're going to do the 6 cards Donna's Destiny. All right, so, okay. Okay, it's an oracle card. And it is Kipper. All right, so this one, I'm going to warn you now. Sometimes it comes through real easy, and then other times it doesn't make a lick of lick of sense to me. And if it makes sense to you, then great. I was gonna say a lick of beans. It's like an old expression, a hill of beans. Like if something doesn't amount to a hill of beans, that means it's not valuable. You know, it doesn't mean anything. All right, so I guess I'm bringing back an old expression. All right, so Kipper cards. 3 cards from Kipper, and let's see if we can get a message from this. All right. Rich Gent. Oh, sorrow and sad news. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck is marriage. Oof. Okay, so Libra. There may be a Libra out there that is married and the partner is a masculine, a male or masculine, masculine energy, and they may do really well for themselves. And this I don't know if the relationship is going to be. I don't think the relationship is going to be over. What is the sad news though? I don't know what the sorrow and sad news is. Something to do with, I think, a partner, unless you are the partner that's the rich gent. I don't know. So something something to do with a relationship, either it says marriage, but it's like committed partnership. And I do like this. I do like the card. It's it's a really nice card. I like how they're holding each other, but some type of I don't know. You'll know if it's, but you probably already know what this applies to. All right, so let's see. 6 cards down is Destiny. Then we'll do the all signs, and I'm going to close this out because I feel like I'm not with it. I'm not connecting. I'm not getting the messages. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe I shouldn't be reading right now because I'm just exhausted. So if that's the case, then Libra, I apologize. All right, so 6 cards down is Destiny, and then we'll do the all signs. Romance them. They think you can do much better is in reverse. So I almost feel like that's telling us that you might have a person that has a big ego. They may have a big ego. All right, so they're not really bothered about it, but they're obsessed with you. All right, so something that happened between you, I don't think they're losing sleep over it, but they are obsessed with you. So somebody may not be taking responsibility for their actions. Well, at least if you thought they were only concerned about money, that's not the case. And then, okay, and there's an argument. And thank you to everybody who has hit like, share, and subscribe. The channel is growing. It's because of you, even if I'm doing it while I'm exhausted and not connecting. All right, so if you're dealing with an Aries, let's see. If you're dealing with an Aries, and if any of this made any sense, that's fantastic. I do get 2 6s. You know what? 2 6s in the career spread is good because that's 6s are cards of success. All right, so the Aries, they're kind of at a crossroads right now, trying to decide what to do. They want things to be equal. The Taurus is just waiting to see what you're going to do, or maybe they've been waiting to see what you're going to do, but now they're going to quickly come rushing in. You know what? With the Taurus, is the Taurus kind of in and out? So they wait and then they rush in, and then they wait and then they rush in, and they wait and they rush in. You might be like on a hamster wheel with the Taurus. All right, if you're dealing with the Gemini, they're losing sleep over this, I guess, argument that you had. So if you are dealing with a Cancer, they are toxic. They're all about sex. That might be a sex addict. You get the King of Wands and the Devil. All right, if you're dealing with a Leo, they're trying to decide whether or not it's worth it. But I think they're gonna offer you love. They're gonna offer you love. But they're trying to, right now, they're just kind of looking things over, trying to decide, if it's worth it. But they are, in the end, going to offer love. If you are dealing with a Virgo, I think they are emotionally immature and defensive. Look at this. Libra, if you're dealing with a Virgo, they are emotionally immature. See, you get the Page of Cups. and defensive. If you are dealing with a Libra, a fellow Libra, they're spying on you. They are immature too. Whoever this Libra is, they are immature. They're spying on you, but they're gonna apologize. I don't think they have, like, financially, no matter how they put themselves out there, they don't seem to have a whole lot financially to offer. But maybe if you're young and they're young, maybe you're just starting out, so that could be why. Otherwise, it could be because maybe they've gone through some kind of financial hardship. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, they want to work together with you, but they do have some sharp words for you. They're kind of bitchy. Male or female, they're kind of bitchy. The Sagittarius, they're kind of materialistic and more interested in sex right now than anything. Money and sex. All right, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, they are feeling kind of passionate. How do I put this? They're feeling kind of playful right now, but they're also stressed out. They're all up in their head. But they have passion for you. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I can't even talk, Jesus. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're looking at their options. They may be feeling played. They're feeling disappointed. I think they feel played. If you are dealing with a Pisces, they got a lot of passion for you, and that's why they like to fight and argue and drama, chaos. Yeah. And then on the bottom of the deck is the Magician. So I think that, especially this Pisces person, they're a little bit manipulative. So there's some mind games and manipulation going on. All right, Libra, I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next read.